This video describes how to register and form a group on the e-filing system. Log into the e-filing system using your login ID and your password, and select the login button. From the Welcome to the AUC's e-filing system, select to continue to e-filing. This will take you to the e-filing home screen. Enter the ID for the proceeding that you are interested in participating as a group into the Go To box. The first time you land on a proceeding home screen that you have not already registered for, the system will ask you if you want to register. If you are ready to register immediately, select Yes. Alternatively, you can select No and select the Registered Parties menu item on the left navigation pane, and then select the green Register to Participate button at the top of the Registered Parties screen. You will be navigated to the Personal Information and Privacy screen, where you can read about the AUC's policy on personal information for hearings and proceedings. This screen outlines options if you do not agree with the AUC privacy policy for your submission. Select the check mark that you acknowledge and agree to the AUC privacy policy to continue. You will be required to acknowledge and agree to the privacy policy a second time as confirmation that the information you submit will form part of the public record. Select the check mark that you acknowledge and agree to the AUC privacy policy to continue to register to participate as a group. When there are multiple interveners that have similar interests and issues with the application, the AUC strongly recommends forming a group and sharing a lawyer and/or expert witness to support the group's position. Groups must have a designated representative. The AUC does not make recommendations for representatives. The designated representative is the person that registers and creates the group. On the participant registration screen, the representative will be required to select the registration type. Select representative of a new group by selecting the arrow button. Select the primary and secondary contact for the representative of the group. At least one primary contact for the group is required by the system. Next, enter a unique name for your group. I'm going to use Cardston Landowner Opposition Group, or CLOG for short. You can form a group with members that are applicants or members that are non-applicants. You cannot form a group with members that are a mixture of applicants and non-applicants. For this example, I am going to choose that this is a non-applicant group. Enter a description of how your group is impacted by the application. In this example, I'm going to indicate that the Cardston Landowner Opposition Group is a group of 6 individuals who own and/or reside on 2 separate parcels of land within 800 meters of the route proposed by Westlake Utilities. Describe the issues you would like the Commission to consider and whether further process is required. You can include references to any previously filed proceeding document. I'm going to add 3 issues that the group members are affected by, and I am going to request additional information requests. So my first issue is proximity of residences and how it affects the quality of life and health and safety. Please refer to the transmission line route map, Exhibit 0007. My second issue is land use and visual impacts and how they affect property values and agricultural operations. And third, impacts on the environment, including but not limited to wildlife, wildlife habitat, and river crossings. And for the question about further process, additional information requests need to be directed to the applicant with respect to options for the proposed routes. Briefly describe the intended participation for your group. CLOG will be submitting information requests to the applicant and will provide intervenor evidence. Select yes or no if your group intends to personally participate in the hearing. In the drop-down, indicate whether at least one member of your group owns or occupies land within the proximities for selection. I'm going to select I have at least one member of my group within 800 meters of the proposed project. Enter the legal land description for at least one member of the group that is closest to the project, or enter their municipal address if applicable. Select whether this information is your complete statement of intent to participate, or if your group intends on making a separate filing with additional documentation. Once you select the green Save button, your participant registration form will be validated. The system will save the form as a PDF document titled Statement of Intent to Participate, and it will be available on the Documents screen, accessible from the left navigation pane. Next steps describe how to add members or additional representatives to your group. Navigate to the Registered Parties screen and select the link on the group name. You will see two tabs, one for members and one for representatives. We will first add members to the group. Select the green button to add a representative/member. On the Member tab, choose the link to select a group member. Select a Party to Register screen. You have two tabs to choose from. You can choose members of the group from parties that have already registered to participate, or you can look up a member from a list of e-filing users on the Non-Registered Parties tab. In addition, you can create a single user profile for your member if they are not already an e-filing user by selecting the Create Single User button. You will need to select the type of new user. In addition to the contact information, an email address is required for an individual account. An email address is not required when setting up an unsophisticated account. For this example, I am going to choose an e-filing user. When looking up names on the Non-Registered Parties tab, it is helpful to use the text filter to locate a specific name. So I'm going to add John Dutton. Once you have located the name, select the arrow button next to the name to add the individual as a member of your group. You will also need to indicate whether a legal land description is applicable or not for the member. If applicable, enter the legal land description values and select the green Save button. You will see the individual's name added to the list of members. To add additional representatives or experts Consultants, select the green Add Representatives/Member button, and then select the Representatives tab. Choose the Select Representative link to choose from already registered parties or non-registered parties. Again, I'm going to use the filter to find my expert consultant, Goodman. Here is my Goodman Regulatory Consultants that I'm going to add by choosing the arrow button and add as an additional representative. As you can see, Goodman Regulatory Consultants has been populated, and you now have the option to set this representative as the primary representative by selecting the checkbox. Next, you need to choose the primary and secondary contacts for the representative and then hit the green Save button. You will see that Goodman Regulatory Consultants has been added as a representative to the Cardston Landowner Opposition Group. If you need to remove a member or representative, you can hit the green ellipses button and select the Remove option. You will enter yes to confirm that you would like that member removed from the group. Any questions regarding registering as a group can be directed to info@auc.ab.ca or by telephone at 310 4AUC.